Hey everybody, I am back at our AMC theaters and I have a special guest for this review, my mommy.
Hello.
Because it's Mother's Day, Mother's Day weekend anyway.
Yes.
And I have decided to take my mom to see The Sheep Detectives.
Ba?
Really? You were just making she's making sheep noises. Okay. I have no idea what to expect of it. I'm hoping it's better than the trailer looks. What are you looking forward to?
Ba?
Are you telling me you didn't watch the trailer?
I didn't.
You have no idea what movie I'm taking?
No. I just thought it sounded ridiculous. A sheep detective? I have visions of Babe. Okay, that's my misconception, Babe.
We're going to find out if
Yeah,
Mom actually enjoys this movie since she's going in completely blind. Dear Lord, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted to see this. Welcome back to the channel where fandom is ageless. I'm your host, Kimberly, and Mama's still here. She didn't run away. That's a good thing. But we didn't have tissues either, and I warn you, you need tissues, right?
Tissues, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna skip all the backstory there. We're jumping right into the positives. Now, I know you mentioned that in the theater, my mom was sitting next to me, and she said you said it wasn't quite like Babe. Now, I don't know if you meant CGI wise, but for me, when I'm looking at the sheep and everything CGI wise, they even had little hair on their chins and everything. No, it was really cool.
It was well done.
Yeah. From
my perspective, the entire thing. On a positive note, I think they achieved what they wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
For me, there were, I don't know if this is positive or not.
Yeah, we're talking positives.
Okay, whether it's a positive to someone else, I feel the story is multi-tier, meaning if you want to go into a great deal of thought, you have the area to do so. If you want to make it lighthearted and for the children, it has that. In other words, this is one of these films where what you put in is what you're going to get out. Okay?
See, I felt that way about Babe.
Yes.
So for me, I agree with you wholeheartedly. The story is rich enough and executed well enough that I think, like you said, an adult will get something out of it that is slightly different than a child. Mm-hmm. But the biggest thing for me out of all of that is it really felt like those old classic movies I grew up with where you're learning something you didn't think you were learning, mm-hmm. and it was done in such a way where it felt like you were discovering it as opposed to it was being beaten over the head like with.
There were a lot of, I believe the expression is feels. Mm-hmm. There were a heck of a lot of feels. It
hit me hard in many different aspects because of the emotional society we're going through right now with everything else in the United States. So it was very poignant, but also if you take it even its simplest core, you could take it at the simplest little fiber and it will still have such power in its meaning. And I was quite surprised that I felt that way because the trailer I thought I was getting Agatha Christie meets Babe.
I didn't know because I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, well, we're not going there. Okay, you knew what we were getting into.
Did not have a clue. I don't know what I was expecting, but I can tell you this was not it.
Yeah, so I think you can see we agree that there's a lot of positives here. For me, the biggest theme out of this was that we have to expect the unexpected and we have to stop seeing things surface level. We have to learn and we have to grow and we have to adapt and we can't be sheep.
You have to be your best self.
My mom says it better. I'm just the prodigy of that.
You have to be your best self.
And then I'm just going to say, negative-wise, like you said, it is a bit slow in the beginning. It does take a hot minute to get its footing, but once it does, and the humor continues to land, and it really works. So you can forgive the slowness of the beginning because the payoff is so good.
I think so, yes.
And do you have any other negatives besides that?
I probably think that the only negative I have here is I have yet to see any, I haven't looked at any advertising, but I was so misled by the title.
The marketing seems to be slightly off, but I think that's also something we can forgive because of the execution.
Like I said,
but it might prevent people from getting in the door.
That's it. This isn't a film that I can't categorize, I really can't. I like the way they said it's a new kind of mystery.
Yeah.
In that sense it is, but
maybe that'll work for it, but
all I can say is what I like, and this, for me, I found this a very enjoyable film.
Well, since she's already saying that, I'm just going to say we're getting to the rating then. So on the count of 3, you know, I had to explain what our rating system is to Mama, so please forgive her if she's
I'm going to mess
kind
this
of
up
off.
again.
But are you ready on the count of 3?
No,
So I say
I
3,
can't
and then we say, you can't remember? Okay.
Oh, yes, I have it.
Okay, Mom
sorry.
remembered. So on the count of 3, when I say 3, then we say it, okay? 1, 2, 3. Theater worthy. We agreed.
100%.
It is so worth paying the money for the whole family to go see it. Get your popcorn, get whatever. Go see it.
I flipped my popcorn. That should tell you.
She did.
I flipped
She
the whole
flipped
bag.
her popcorn. I felt so horrible for the poor person who had to clean up after us, but she flipped her popcorn because, yeah, there was just a lot of emotion going on. It is definitely worth the ticket. So I think that's going to do it for us.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us and letting this old lady have fun for today.
And I told her that if there's a movie she wants to see and she wouldn't mind attending with me, then she can join us on the YouTube channel again. But in the meantime, let us know in the comments. Do you plan on seeing Sheep's Detective? Have you seen it already? What did you think? Let us know below. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any reviews where Mama decides to drop in and say hi. And until next time, stay safe, be kind, and remember, there is no such thing as a winter lamb. We are all just part of the flock.